From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, December the 14th, 2023. An IDF soldier was killed yesterday during fighting in the southern Gaza Strip. He is 38-year-old Master Sergeant in Reserve Elisha Levenstern. Intense battles between Israeli troops and Hamas terrorists continued in Gaza today, where Israeli troops eliminated Hamas terrorists and destroyed terror infrastructure. The IDF also noted some 70 terrorists surrendered to the IDF in one instance, coming out of a hospital with their weapons in the air. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan arrived in Israel today to discuss the situation in Israel and in Gaza. He met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and with Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, who expressed his gratitude to Sullivan and the U.S. administration for standing beside Israel.
Thank you for coming to Israel in this period of war. We appreciate that very much. We appreciate your personal commitment to the state of Israel to release the hostages, the diplomatic effort you are doing, and your support on the military channel that we so much need here in Israel.
Sullivan later met with Netanyahu's war cabinet and will meet with Israel's President Isaac Herzog tomorrow, Friday. U.S. Special Envoy to Monitor and Combat Anti-Semitism, Ambassador Deborah Lipstadt, is in Israel, where she met with President Herzog today, also meeting at the Knesset with opposition leaders Benny Gantz and Yair Lapid, among other officials, saying we discussed the profound impact on Israeli society and Jews everywhere of the October 7th Hamas attack and ways of tackling rising anti-Semitism. Lipstadt also visited the kibbutzim of Be'eri and Kfar Aza, which were ravaged during the Hamas massacre. Lipstadt saying it is vital to bear witness to the horrors perpetrated by Hamas. Well, 7 terrorists acting on behalf of Hamas were arrested in Denmark, thwarting a planned attack there. Prime Minister Netanyahu's office released a statement from Israel's security agencies commending the security and law enforcement agencies in Denmark, saying Hamas has been working relentlessly and exhaustively to expand its lethal operations to Europe and thereby constitute a threat to the domestic security of these countries, saying the Mossad and the ISA will continue to combine forces and capabilities with their partners in the country and around the world in order to thwart Hamas's intentions and eliminate its capabilities. U.S. President Joe Biden, together with Secretary of State Antony Blinken, met yesterday with family members of American hostages taken captive by and still being held by terror group Hamas. The families released a statement after the meeting saying, "We are grateful to President Biden for his steadfast commitment to bringing our family members home and the compassion he demonstrated today. We are encouraged by our conversation today, and we urged President Biden to continue doing everything in his power to negotiate a swift and total release of the remaining hostages." Saying of those held captive, "Every day we worry that they are dying a little bit more. We implore our government, the Israeli government, and governments around the world to find a way to bring them home before it is too late." The family spoke to the press after the meeting about the sit-down, including Jonathan Dekel-Chen, whose son Sagi is among the captives.
I think we all came away feeling that as families of hostages, of American-Israeli hostages, which are 8 out of a total of 138 hostages, we felt that, and we felt before, and we were only reinforced in seeing and believing that we could have no better friend in Washington or in the White House than President Biden himself and his administration.
President Biden wrote of the meeting with the families, "I reassured them that I will continue doing everything possible to secure the release of their family members and that we will not give up hope." Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, December the 14th at 7 o'clock, it's the great Latke Debate. At 8, enjoy the music of Israel from the Hampton Synagogue. At 9, Gil Hovav is on L'chaim. At 10, a look at the traditional knish. And coming up next, I speak with JBS's own Shahar Azani, who is in Israel this week, about his experience being in the country for the first time since the Hamas massacre of October the 7th. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, December the 14th, 2023. I'm Teisha Bader. I am off tomorrow. Micah Halpern is filling in. I will see you back here on Monday, wishing you a safe and happy last night of Hanukkah. Am Yisrael Chai.